Today I'm going to read you a story about a very special grandmother called Mam-gu and her grandchildren Owen and Dôl-wen. First of all, let's choose the book. Yes, this is the one. A total tip. Now, it's the morning after the May Day festival and Dôl-wen Fields, a haven for wildlife, is full of unexpected and unwanted treasures. Let's hope Mam-gu and her friends can save the day. Let's find out. It was a beautiful summer's day and Mam-gu longed to be outside enjoying the fresh air. This was just the right weather for a walk, she thought. Owen and Dôl-wen were outside playing one of their favourite games. As usual, Dôl-wen went first. I spy with my little eye a flower beginning with S. Owen looked very puzzled. Round and round the garden he went, looking for a flower that began with an S. Who came along but Boogie-Baw, the friendly scarecrow? He had heard voices and laughter and guessed there was a game going on. Do you need an extra clue, Owen? Boogie-Baw smiled. He'd spotted the picture of a snowdrop on the let-wen sign, but of course he couldn't speak. Instead, he used little white pebbles to spell out the answer. Before Boogie-Baw had finished his word, Mam-gu came into the garden, singing at the top of her voice. Hello, little snowdrop, so dainty, so white, la 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 la. Oh, Mam-gu, you helped him. Snowdrop, that's the answer. It was too late for real snowdrops in the garden now, because it was May, but there was a picture of some on the sign. Just then, Mam-gu had an idea. Who would like to come for a walk to Dôl-wen Meadow to see wildflowers? She asked. Can I draw some pictures today? Of course, Dôl-wen. But we were there yesterday. Yes, Owen, replied Mam-gu. But we didn't have a chance to enjoy the wildflowers as we were all too busy celebrating. On May Day, Gwyn and Gwen, Mam-gu neighbours, arrange a festival at Dôl-wen Meadow. Everyone goes there to welcome the summer. I'm going to fetch my crayons, said Dôl-wen excitedly. She was good at drawing. She had made pictures of spring, autumn and winter, and now she wanted to add a summer picture. Suddenly they heard seagulls screeching. Oh dear, when seagulls call, rain will fall, said Mam-gu. More rain. Boogie-Baw tweaked his special hat, which had a funnel on top. Now he was all set to catch the water when the rain began to fall. Mam-gu and the children fetched raincoats and an umbrella, and off they went. As they got closer to Dôl-wen Meadow, the screeching of the gulls was deafening. Oh, what a terrible racket! Boogie-Baw put his hands over his ears. Usually, Dôl-wen was a pretty, peaceful place, but something strange had happened. I spy with my little eye something beginning with R. Rubbish! Ugh, R-V! Boogie-Baw tried his best to block his nose. The greedy seagulls had torn one bag open and the place was a total tip. Boogie-Baw kept his eyes firmly shut. I don't want to spy all that with my little eye. Just then they heard familiar barking. Pawen, the dog, was running like the wind towards them. The seagulls flew off at once. Mam-gu saw that there were wild flowers stuck to Pawen's coat. Suddenly, a little voice came from somewhere. "Oh dear, who left this load of rubbish?" Prydwen the spider was sitting on Pawen's back, clinging on to his fur. "Not Gwyn and Gwen," said Mam-gu. "They always leave the place spick and span." "They know how important this place is for flowers and wildlife," said Owen. Suddenly, they heard another screech from the sky. Something was dropping onto their heads. "Ouch! You'll be needing these!" It was Branwen, the white crow. The Wencam, her special webcam camera back at Let-wen, had shown her what was happening here, and she had brought gloves and pegs for them all. "Well done, Branwen," said Mam-gu as she put on her gloves and passed a pair to Boogie. "Can I help?" "Yes, you can help, Branwen. Go and ask Gwyn and Gwen to meet us at the meadow as soon as possible," said Mam-gu. Branwen nodded and off she flew. "Many hands make light work," said Mam-gu as she gazed in disbelief at the messy meadow. "Can we help, Mam-gu?" "No. There may be all kinds of sharp and dangerous things amongst this dirty rubbish," said Mam-gu. She wasn't happy for the children to touch a single thing. Mam-gu carefully untied the first bag. It was light as a feather. "It's full of plastic bottles. They need to go in the recycling bin." "Oh dear, we haven't got any recycling bags with us here," said Mam-gu. Suddenly, Boogie had a bright idea. He looked up at the sky. There were no clouds to be seen. "We won't have rain today," he decided. So he took Mam-gu-'s umbrella, turned it upside down. "What an excellent idea, Boogie. He soon filled the umbrella bin with plastic treasures. Boogie moved the small cardboard box that was next to his feet. It made a clinking noise. "What do we have here?" he thought. Very carefully, he opened the box and found a dozen glass bottles inside. "That's dangerous!" But Boogie put them to good use. All in a row, they made a good musical instrument. Just then, they heard a grunting sound. "Are you sleeping, Pawen?" Peeking over Olwen's shoulder was Rhoswen, the pig, and she was ready to muck in. Pawen began to sniff at a big blue bucket. Carefully, Rhoswen removed the lid with her nose and found food. "Bobol bach, a bucket full of vegetable peelings." "Those should be in the compote." The compote was Rhoswen's special compost bin, in which she made excellent compost to help the gardens grow. In the paper bag, they found food cans, plastic and paper all mixed up. Pawen sung as he worked and used his tail to sort everything into piles. "Swish, swish, all the rubbish to keep the meadow clean and green." That's a very good tune. Boogie jigged as he helped Mam-gu. "Can I reuse that paper to make a list of all the rubbish?" asked Owen. "Oh, this paper is wet and filthy, Owen. For today you'll have to ask Olwen for a sheet of clean paper," said Mam-gu. "Oh, here's one sheet." Olwen wasn't happy. She wanted to keep the paper to draw pictures of all the wildflowers. Prydwen was busy choosing treasures for the craft box. Boogie held up some netting that had been used to hold fruit. I can reuse that. Prydwen began to gather all the fruit nets and started to weave them together. It looks like a giant spider's web. We can carry all the treasures back to let-wen in this giant net, explained Prydwen. Boogie was inspecting the dirty food cans. Ugh, he thought. These would all have to be washed before being recycled. What an unpleasant job. Prydwen had read her friend's mind. You'll just have to use your head, Boogie. Boogie smiled. He knew what Prydwen meant. Boogie took off the special hat and handed it to Mam-gu let-wen. You need to turn the hat upside down. Of course. Boogie began to twist his bottle-top nose very carefully. Even though there had been plenty of spring showers lately, he didn't want to waste a single drop of rainwater. Have you got a cold, Boogie? Everyone laughed. Mam-gu let-wen managed to catch every drop of water in the big hat, and off they went to wash the cans. Drying them would be easy, with a windmill. Luckily, Gwyn and Gwen arrived just in time to pack everything in the big net. Leaving rubbish like this could cause great harm to this wonderful meadow, said Gwyn. And harm the river Awen too. Gwyn and Gwen thanked everyone for their hard work. Next year we will put up a big sign, said Gwyn. Keep the meadow tidy, take your rubbish home. They carried all the treasures back to let-wen. Then Olwen had something else to show them. Her own special drawing of Dôl-wen, looking clean, peaceful and pretty as a picture. Oh, life is great and green. What an adventure! I'm so glad that Mam-gu let-wen and her friends managed to save the day. Rubbish can harm the wild animals and the environment too. That's why we must take our rubbish home and recycle whenever we can. Hope you enjoyed the story. Pob hwyl. Bye.